Hello, YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, let's get this all fired up. Okay. Just check the latency. Okay, looks good. Alright. So, hello again, YouTube. It's Liara back with another Mass Effect playthrough. And, we're gonna go for Liara. Kind of found that a lot of the levels that I'm going to, or areas that I'm going to, my gear's not high enough level. So I figured the best thing to do next would be, instead of clearing out these last couple of things, let's go do Liara's dig site. Oh yeah, and that's the thing, there's 4 areas, so we have to go through 4 areas. So let's start with Sparta. We have asteroid belts. Means we should be able to find something in here. Yeah, there we go. Asteroid cluster. Got a protein data disk. Nice. I don't know if the second one will have it. We'll check. Yeah, there's only one per system.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay, so we'll get to that. I just want to check these last few planets. Pretty sure all of these give you experience and stuff. So Adolis is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Adolis' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Adolis' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Alright, well, let's go. Bring these two. These are the two I'm working on. They both can hack. Excuse me. Okay. Wonder if there's anything back there. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Trying to get into the spot that I want to get to. Okay, here we go. I keep trying to think of if there always was a boost. Okay, this looks like a Thresher Maw attack. Might have to do it a couple of times. Strategy is the same. You gotta stay far away, like as far away from them as you possibly can. You don't want to be too close. They spit its bread, so you gotta watch out. Okay. We're doing alright. Should be dead. We got him. Alright, not bad, not bad.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Okay. Let's save. I don't want to do that again.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command.
Oh, Kahoku. Yeah, I know where Kahoku is. He's near the Citadel. What do you call it? The Council. Mummified Solarian. Okay. How close are we to a level up? Less than 800 experience and then we'll level up. Oh, we have points on us right now. I could get a bunch of points into assault rifle right now. Okay, let's do that. I just want to boost his sniper rifle. Oh, equip medium armor. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Description, this unlocks stuff. Okay, so now Tali can hack everything. Alright, good. Nepal V, hello. Thanks for the wave. Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. You're new, so that's exciting. I haven't really been streaming lately, so I wasn't sure if there was going to be people when I came back, but you're a good sign. So yeah. A little bit about me. Oh, thanks for the like. I really appreciate that. Those are hard to get, and they do mean a lot, so thank you. I appreciate that. So welcome to the stream. A little bit about me. I'm Canadian. I live in the province of Ontario, and... oh, you saw me on the front page? Oh, wow. That's super lucky. Yeah, people don't usually pop up on the front page unless there's something there. Well, that's cool. Yeah, well, you know, it works out, you know. Like, that's called the algorithm, right? Takes 2 seconds to like. I appreciate that. Okay, I gotta focus on this. Oh, look at this one. Holy crap. Oh, crap. I almost had it. Ooh, got it. Okay. Oh, wait, we still got one more thing on the map here. Yeah. So, it's not my first Mass Effect playthrough. I played through this a bunch of times on Xbox 360 a long time ago. But I haven't actually played it in years. I got it on sale on Steam. So I picked it up and now I'm playing it again. But this is not the only game I play. I do play other games, like I do play Fallout and I do play Skyrim. But looking to get back into streaming multiple days a week. So yeah, that's cool. Like, you can chase the algorithm, but it doesn't really work that way. It's just, it's all luck, right? Oh, through middle and high school? Yeah. Oh, nice. You stream on YouTube? What kind of stuff do you stream? I think making content for YouTube is some of the best fun you can have without leaving your house. Oh, Witcher 3, nice. Yeah, you must be excited for the new Witcher. Did you see the trailer for Witcher 4? Like, that, I'm really excited for that. Because, like, I love the Witcher series. I didn't play a lot of 2, but I did play through 1 and I did play through 3. Game development live streams. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know some other people that do stuff like that. Like, they make mods and they'll stream their mod development. And, oh, what the heck? Travel. Oh, I already got this. Okay. Yeah. Really excited for Witcher 4. I know a lot of people are really hoping to make their own character, but I'm really excited that Ciri's getting her own game. Because, like, if you've read the Witcher books, Ciri is basically the main character of the story. Like, she's the chosen one, right? And Geralt is basically just the adoptive father. But yeah, super excited. But that's cool that you stream, man. Or a woman, I don't know. It's probably most likely a man. Yeah. You know, that's really cool. Don't want a blank slate character? Yeah. Well, you can never be too careful these days. Yeah. I agree with you on that. Like, another series that I enjoy, it's called Metal Gear Solid. And they made Metal Gear Solid 5. They made it a open world explorathon. And it just wasn't the same thing. Like, when you're playing a game with a blank character, or like Mass Effect Andromeda, that would be a better example. Mass Effect Andromeda, you're playing a blank. I think this is the right place. You're playing a blank character, right? And it's just not as interesting as someone that has a history. Because like that's the cool thing about playing Shepard is you can pick Shepard's backstory, whereas the writers they yeah, exactly. It's kind of a blank slate. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not the same. Like, that's what I like about Shepard. Yeah, the writers they were too blank, you know, too blank. The one thing I will say about Andromeda I really enjoyed was the class creation. Like, I thought it was cool that, depending on what skills you picked, it would change your class. I thought that was really cool. And I'm glad they brought back the multiplayer. Like, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed Mass Effect 3's multiplayer. I played it a lot with my brothers. Okay, so Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human System Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. Oh, yeah. I understand how you feel. Because when you're really hoping for a new game in a series, you want it to be more of the same thing, right? Like, that's how I felt about Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, when I beat that game, I was just kind of like, wow, that was the end? You know, like, absolutely rubbish. And, I didn't really appreciate the reveal. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, the exploration of other galaxies makes sense as a way of
picking up some strange
picking
readings.
up
Really strange, like off the damn
a new
charts.
game.
It looks like it's coming from an underground
But,
complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
I found that the Andromeda universe was too similar to our own. There wasn't enough variation on it, because like all their technology was basically the same. So that wasn't very interesting. Like if they had made them like the Collectors, right? You know, the Collectors were so different from us humans that they were kind of an interesting enemy. But I forget what the enemies in Andromeda are called, but yeah, they're just like the Batarians I found. It was basically like a cookie cutter of them. You know, just generic hostile alien race, right? Like, the idea of going to another galaxy was really cool, but yeah, I find it was just too similar. So I think a lot of game companies are being really careful. The Geth? Yes, the Geth, okay. Yeah. Like, their technology was not that different from yours, right? So I didn't really find them to be that interesting of an enemy. And, like, I like the Collectors way more. I thought they were really cool. And to think you're kind of building up to that. But, oh, there's the ship. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it right there, right? Like, I don't know why that happens. Chaos? Oh, yeah. Well, because they were picked up by EA, right? Like, once you get picked up by a bigger company, you lose control over what happens. That's happened to a lot of companies, I find. Like a series I like to play is Total War. And the Warhammer gradual thing, yeah. It's kind of like a lot of game companies are getting rid of their 40 and 50-year-old developers, and they're going for the younger group. 2 was done under EA? Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Because Mass Effect 1 is just way more of an RPG than Mass Effect 2. Oh, their projectiles are cool. They're kind of like little drones. Yeah, and you know what? The thing that I really picked up on was the music. Yeah, like...
Trying to knock down the front door seems stupid. Maybe we could find the side window?
like, yeah, like... How do you end a game like that, right? Like, they should have left it more open, because destroying the Mass Effect relays, that was a really, really big choice that they did. Yeah, reused from 1 and 2, yeah. See, I like the Mass Effect 1 soundtrack the best, because it's the most raw, it's the most original. Once you get into Mass Effect 2 and 3, it becomes more orchestral. And that's a lot of the EA influence, I find. Okay, so... weapons. Okay, you do not want a shotgun, Tally. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I like the music in the first game, but I find the music in the second and the third games, they kind of went to the whole, like, orchestral, end-of-the-world music kind of thing. So I didn't enjoy it as much. But, like, the gameplay was really good. Like, I enjoyed the gameplay the most. I thought there was, like, a door here. Oh yeah, that's what Pally was saying. Go this way. Yeah, yeah. A good game, bad Mass Effect game. That's absolutely right. And that's the thing about a lot of game companies now. Instead of going for a sequel, they're going for like a new entry in the series. And like, if you're a fan of a game, you kind of want more of the same thing that you enjoy, right? Like, Grand Theft Auto. Like, I enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 5, but if they made it different, I don't know if I would enjoy it as much. Because, like, they do the 3-person story, right? Well, how are they going to do that again? Their simple answer is they're not going to be able to do that again. So, what is it going to be? I love gunning guys down in this thing. Yeah, and you know what? I think that has to do with what you said. You know, the original developers just aren't there anymore. And that's the thing, like, people without experience, they don't really know what they're gonna do. So, yeah. Hey, I think there's a guy in here. Okay, I'm glad this pauses.
Think we got him, Commander.
There are outliers? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll agree with you on that. Yeah. That's why I think they're kind of scared to make games now, because since there's so much development cost involved, they're less likely to take risks. So like, I watch Elder Scrolls streams, and people are always talking about, oh, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 this, Elder Scrolls that. Larian and CD Projekt Red, yeah, they haven't been bought out. Actually, let me check that. I know CD Projekt Red hasn't been bought out, but I don't know about Larian Studios. And the thing that's interesting about Larian is they said, "Oh, we're done with Baldur's Gate. They want to make something new." It's like, "Oh, why wouldn't you want to make a sequel?" But like, if they're stuck on another Baldur's Gate, they won't get to do anything like that. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, the Total War developers have kind of fallen into that niche now, where, like, they appear to be gung-ho about their game, but when you play the game, it's like there's no passion, right? Yeah, so that's the thing. They, Larian and CD Projekt Red they're foreign, right? Like, Larian is Belgian, I think, and CD Projekt is Polish. So, like, the laws and the rules that go with running corporations in those countries are completely different from America. Like, in America, everything is, oh, buy and sell, right? Trade. So like Mass Effect, you know, they got bought out, right? So what can you do? Okay, just go boom like that. Yeah, that's the thing that worries me the most is getting bought out. Yeah, and the thing about corporations is they don't really care about making a good product. They just care about not having competition. Like EA, Electronic Arts, right? They got the license for football, and they made it so that no one else could use that license. So, like, what's the point of having a license if you're not going to make use of it? Because all they did with each game was just a roster update. You know, like, how much more can you put into football than what you already have? So it just gets to a point where no one's gonna buy your product because they know what you're gonna sell. Yeah, I agree with you. And the thing about what distinguishes an indie game from a AAA, and like the development cycle is completely different, right? So I play Dwarf Fortress, and like that game was made by two brothers, and it's like, you made a game by yourself, you know, like, it's amazing. But they did it, and they did it to the point where they, you know, they got to do their Steam release and put graphics in the game, and, you know, now it's even more popular than it's ever been. Yeah, so, like, indie games are great because they do give you that inspiration, right? And you're probably looking for that a lot if you're into game development. Like, I'm just looking for a good time. So, like, I haven't tried many new games. Like, Total War Warhammer 3 is the newest game that I bought. And I haven't been playing it because the developers will change stuff. Now, there's nothing wrong with changing your game, but they're basically making it harder for you to play. Now, it's already pretty hard, if you ask me, but I don't know who they're making it harder for, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if they're making it for the hardcore crowd or the casual crowd. Like, you'd think if you wanted more people to play your game, you'd make it less challenging. But that's only on Legendary difficulty, so... Like, I would not want to play this on Insanity. I remember playing this on Insanity before, and it was pretty tough, because the enemies were just so tanky. Oh, the third game on Insanity? Oh boy. You had fun? Yeah, like, with the third one, I could see it being fun. Because, it's like the gameplay is the most balanced in 3. Man, 2 level ups already. Okay. Increase health. Store discount, alright. Yeah, like, playing the first one on Insanity was pretty tough, because most of the enemies are soldiers. And they get immunity, right? Which gives you the damage resistance. So you'd have to, like, do damage, then turn on immunity, and then you'd have to wait for it to wear off before you could hit them again. Excuse me. Like, that was alright, but, can I save? Yeah, let's save. Shields are weaker? Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if 3 had any ways to increase your shields like this does. I mean, this is the thing about the first one. It's more like an RPG. So you have to play it more as an RPG. I came across some stuff where it was too hard for me to do. Like the MSV Ontario. I went on there and I couldn't even take the barriers on the enemies down. Like, they were just that tough. But that's fine, you can go back to it later, right? Like, that's the thing, like, I kind of like games that are designed like that. Like, oh, this is too hard, come back later. Do you remember? Okay. Yeah, so, I kind of like that. Like, oh, come back later when you're stronger, right? Whereas a lot of games now are made, you know, no matter what you come across, you can foreseeably complete it. That's kind of like the way MGS5 was. Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, got 2 for the price of 1. It was too easy. And once you started getting all your stuff unlocked, it just became a cakewalk. And what that game really needed was a harder difficulty setting.
Moving out.
Just to make it more interesting for the player. Okay. Garrus, grab your sniper rifle. Alright.
I smell trouble.
Wish I could aim over my left shoulder. Alright.
Negative contact.
Yeah, so this game is made like the way games used to be made. TV show? Oh, they're making a Mass Effect TV show? Damn. Oh, Amazon. So, like, Amazon's great. But, I watched The Rings of Power, and I was not a fan. Details are not known, yeah. It really is going to depend on who they get to, make the show, right? I don't think you can get headshots in this. Okay.
Shield disabled.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't watch the second season either. Once I heard that orcs had families, I was like, what the hell is this? Okay. We're in a bad spot right now. Yeah, exactly. They're bred for war. And they're not the first ones to do that, right? Like, in Warhammer, the orcs are made of fungus. So, they just grow, right? They grow. They don't reproduce sexually. So, you know, like,
We got them all.
you don't need to have reproduction in your game or your thing to make the game interesting. Yeah, they come from the earth. And that's the thing about Lord of the Rings that people seem to forget is Lord of the Rings is more of like a religious thing.
Targets down.
Like, I don't know if you've heard from the Silmarillion, but J.R.R. Tolkien wrote the Silmarillion, which is the Bible of Middle-earth, and then he wrote the Lord of the Rings to take place in that world. So, the story is secondary to the world building, based on Catholicism. Okay. I'm not super, like, I grew up Christian, but I'm not, like, religious, for familiar references. Yeah. So, like, good and evil, and nature, and all that kind of stuff, like the elves are, spirits of nature, right? But Peter Jackson kind of made them out to be like, oh, their mortality is optional. Like, that's what he put in the movie. It's like, okay, like, it's cool, but I don't know if that's the way he wrote it. But I could be mistaken. Holy cow! Just shoot him through the wall. Yeah, like, the thing that I find about most groups, and this is like for everything, not just religion, but I find with groups there's people that kind of spoil the milk. So when I used to go to church, there were these kids that would kind of tease me, and I never really appreciated that. But, like, I went to the preacher's house, we went there for a dinner, And the son's playing on the computer. He's playing Star Wars Dark Forces. I'm like, oh, can I try? He's like, no. Wouldn't let me touch the computer. I'm like, what the heck? I thought these people were supposed to be nice. But yeah, like they had their wealth and they held on to it. And it's like, well, what good is listening to someone that only cares about wealth? Like, I mean, we had video games, but we weren't wealthy. Like, we only had video games because our mother made sacrifices so she could afford to get us those things. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Okay, get in there. I'm gonna die. Okay, one's dead. Okay, that one's dead. Woo! Ugh. Yeah, this has been revamped. This is totally different from the original. We just gotta hang on to the spot. Okay, he is down. Tali's gonna be my barrier. Oh, they're pushing us. Take that. We got him. Holy cow, that was scary. Dang.
Area secured.
We did it. Yeah, holy crap. I couldn't imagine doing this on harder. When I started this campaign, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll put it up to veteran. No, that's okay. Normal is just fine. Yeah, I don't worry about religion too much because it's just one of those things where it's like people that are invested in it are invested and you should respect that, but I'm not invested, so I'm not going to worry about it. Like, I would like to read the Bible just to see what's in it. But, at the same time, I'm not really interested in reading a book right now, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Like, I think it's important to at least learn about religion, like, from a historical standpoint, because it's really important to culture. And I think we're in a unique state in human civilization right now where, because we're in the digital age, you know, people are able to get access to information and learn and read at such an incredible rate, where it's like, you know, what do you believe in now? Like, I think God is real. Like, I don't know if you'd call that creationism or whatever, but like, I don't think we evolved from single-celled organisms. Like, there's just too much mathematics, right? Like, if we can say, oh, this planet is made out of this because of the density of it based on these scans, like, if we can do that, you know, humans aren't that complicated, really. So, but at the same time they are, right? Like, when you look at shapes, like, the alveoli of your lungs is the same shape as broccoli. You know, it's literally the same shape. And people say, oh, if it's the same shape, like, if you should eat lots of broccoli, it'll be good for your lungs. I'm not saying that. But, like, the shapes are very similar. And, you can study those shapes. And, like, you can study the mathematics that go into creating those shapes. So, like, you can use sound. Oh, Garrison's dead already. Holy crap. You can use sound and use that to create shapes. Like the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, their intro with all the sand. Like, that's the exact same thing, where sounds of certain frequencies create certain shapes. So it's like, oh, that's really interesting. You know, you wouldn't think that a certain sound would make a certain shape, but it does.
Just a scratch.
And so that's how you can get different weird shapes. And there's a guy named Terrence Howard. He's an actor. Let's heal everyone. So he's an actor, but he's also a scientist. And he discovered that when you take spheres and you put them together, the spaces between the spheres create advanced shapes. And so, like, the biohazard symbol, you know, it's like the 3 intersecting lines. That's the kind of shape he's talking about, where you take spheres, they stick together at a certain point, and then the spaces that are left create a shape. And you can design buildings with those shapes. You can create structures with those shapes, and they have advanced properties, like spherical buildings, like the Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Like, I'm pretty sure it's got spheres. Or, no, Taj Mahal, that's what I'm thinking of, Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal of India, like, it's got spheres. And spheres are hard to make. Like lines and boxes and rectangles are really easy to make. Triangles are really easy to make, but a sphere, really hard to make. So how did they do that in a time where they didn't have advanced technology? You know, like the pyramids. You know, we know they're there because we see them, but we don't know how they built them. Not really.
Hello? Could somebody help me?
You know, like, there's miracles in nature, and they're made by people. Like, animals are different, right? Like, well, let's listen to this first.
I'm trapped. I need help.
Dr. Tassoni.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with
Well,
Saren.
I already said that.
I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm not.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Yeah, that Krogan fight's gonna be fun. Man, Garrus is just getting wrecked. Why does she have a sniper rifle? Silly gooses. Okay. Still an enemy up here.
Clear.
They just dive right in. There you go. Okay. Did it. All right. Yeah, the mining laser. That's a classic. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have a big fight up ahead. That Krogan's gonna be a pain in the butt.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
That must have felt good.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Seren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
The thing I like about video game characters is that they're always moving. Like, have they ever heard of a video game character that stood still? Oh boy, and they got a rocket launcher too. Okay. If I remember correctly, he'll charge.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Okay. Sabotage his weapon. Okay, my companions are dead.
Shield disabled!
That went way easier than I thought it would. Nice.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in
Achievement
molten
earned.
sulfur.
Search and rescue.
The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
Yeah. Oh man,
see.
I was
It must be
geeking
a
out about
human
Seth
thing.
Green. Yeah.
I don't have a lot
So,
of experience dealing
one of
with your
Seth
species,
Green's.
Commander.
I'll wait till they're done
But I am
talking.
grateful to you. You saved my life.
Yeah,
back there.
Family Guy.
And not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Yeah, so I love Robot Chicken. Like, that's the kind of comedy I can really get behind. One of Seth Green's first roles was in the X-Files, and it was an episode where Mulder and Scully were checking out this Air Force base. So they go, and they see these two people come busting out through the fence, and it's Seth Green and a woman. I don't know what her name is, but she's not famous. But they're like a couple of stoners that were watching the lights over the Air Force base. And yeah, it was Seth Green. He had to have been just like a kid, or like in his 20s when he did that. But yeah, like I love X-Files. So anyone that's in it is great. Like Seth Green, like I liked him in, was he in that 70s show? I can't remember. I'm just gonna quickly look up Seth Green. Oh, nice, and it showed that you subscribed to me too. Cool, because then I can subscribe to you as well. trying to think of some stuff that he's been in. He's 50 years old? Holy crap, he's older than I thought. Without a Paddle, Scooby-Doo. He was in Austin Powers? Oh yeah, It. Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, I like it when I can subscribe to the people that, Here, I'll just do it right now while I'm thinking about it. I like that I can do that because it helps me see, like, you know, oh, I'm, you know, I have this many people that are in the game. Oh, wow, you're actually doing pretty good. 1,200 subscribers? Alright. Developing your own game. That's cool. Cool, I like your game. Journey Through the Stars, Mass Effect Adventure. You're playing Mass Effect right now, too? That's awesome. You want to bring it to console? Well, oh, what was that game called? Oh, man. There was a bubble shooter. Duck bubble shooter. I forget what it's called, but yeah, like, I've seen games kind of like that. Do you want to bring it to console? That's cool. It would probably be a good console game. Yeah, well, I hope that works out for you. Keep up the good work.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child.
How long have you been on
that
YouTube?
Is why my research has
I
not
started
received the attention it deserves.
last
Because
year
of my youth,
in
other Asari
May.
scholars tend to dismiss my theories.
Yeah,
and
they
will
can
happen
get
to
to be
the
pretty
profiles.
old. Like, I'm pretty sure Benezia is like 500 years old since April. Okay, so you started basically right before me. I started in May and June. That's cool. I have taken a couple months off though. Like mid-October we have Canadian Thanksgiving. So my numbers dropped off and I was like, well, whatever. If they're dropping off, I'm not gonna work hard at it because it's not like it's making me money. So I took it easy, but now I'm looking to get back into it and Mass Effect's gonna help me do that. And like, I don't care if I grow or not. Like, this is more of a hobby for me. Like, I want to, I just want to play games and have fun doing it. And for me, streaming the games is a lot of fun because I like to get stuff out of my head too. And it's nice when I actually get to talk to people like you, because especially you, because you're doing the same thing, right? Yeah. So like, it's great that some people can do it for a job, but like, I don't know if I would want to do it for a job, you know? Like, sometimes I think about going back to Tim Hortons, and it's like, you know, what would I rather do with my time? I'd probably rather play video games. So, this year, I'm going to try and get back into it, you know, at least part-time. You know, if I could do, like, 20 hours a week, that would be acceptable. But it just depends on what games I play. Like I'm playing Stalker. Call it Pripyat, and I enjoy that game, but it's not like it's gonna last a lot of streams. Like, I probably only have 1 or 2 more streams left on it before I'm done the game, and then it's like, well, what do I do next, you know? So that's kind of the thing that I'm always thinking about. It's like, what am I gonna do next? Yeah, being productive. Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't really do a whole lot, but this is something that I can do. And it's interesting. Because, like, Like, that's why I've really been enjoying playing Fallout. Like, I used to be mostly about Warhammer 3, but the more I play Warhammer 3, the more I'm kind of like, something has to change to make me enjoy it more. Like, I have a campaign I need to finish, so I don't know if I'm going to get back to that today or not. It just depends on how I feel. But yeah, like, streaming is great. Like, I really enjoy streaming, but nothing grows your channel like a video does. Like, I have a video that has almost 1,000 views on it, which is great for me. But, like, I don't know how to do that again. You know? Like, I don't know how to get hundreds of views on my videos. It just... it just seems to just grow on its own. Like, when I first started streaming, I never would have had someone see me on the main page. Oh, okay, yeah, I had someone offer to do search engine optimization, and you know, I appreciate that they wanted to help me out, but at the same time, I'm kind of dubious about that, because like for example, I use hashtags in all of my streams and videos to optimize their search quality. I don't know if it makes any difference or not, because a lot of YouTubers that are bigger than me don't use hashtags at all. So I don't really know if it'll make that much of a difference. Like, if you've only been doing this since April and you're at 1,200 subscribers, you know, that's a really good growth rate. So that's great that it's going well for you. I'm not saying it's not going well for me. It's just like, for me, it's all growth, right? Like, I've only lost a few subscribers, but it's no big deal. Like, you know, people can come, they can stay, they can go, they can do whatever they want. And the thing that I focus on is just playing the games.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans
kind of
were
like
not
in
the first galactic
our universe
civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
So people talk about looking at other stars, right? But the thing that people forget is the amount of time it takes for light to pass from one area to another. So we can see the stars, but if they're like 5 light years away, then we're 5 years behind where they are of what we can see, right? So there could be stars out there with intelligent life, but we're not equipped to see them, but they could see us because we're sending signals, right? And the signals do take time. So you could send a signal to another star, and by the time that signal reaches where you sent it, the star has moved on, you know? So we could be sitting in a bubble where we can see everything, but not for what it really is, right? So there could be aliens out there, there could be intelligent life, but we don't know. Yeah, it travels slow. It's like light is one of the slowest things in space, and that's why like stuff like neutrons are so interesting, because they just go, right? Like to study neutrons, they have to build an underground chamber designed only to capture neutrons. And it's like, if we could study those particles and learn how they move, then maybe we could come up with some sort of a, you know, propulsion system or whatever, right? So that's why, like, what are they called? Quasars? They send out radio waves or X-rays or something like that. So you can't really pick that up in the visible spectrum, but when you use the non-visible spectrum, they light up like a Christmas tree. Yeah. It's really interesting. Like, I like sci-fi because it's interesting to think that, you know, people are out there doing all that stuff. But at least as far as we understand space travel, like, I think the best sci-fi show for that was The Expanse, which is on Prime. And they showed, like, they didn't have artificial gravity. They used gravity boots. And because there was no gravity, wounds would clot and heal in space. So, if people were injured in space, they had to be brought to a planet to fix their injuries, which is cool. And people that live in space for so long, their bodies adapt to space and they can no longer live on Earth, which is cool too. But like Star Trek, right? Star Trek, I wouldn't call Star Trek sci-fi, I'd call it science fantasy. Because it just makes shit up, right? Oh, neutrons and tachyons and all that kind of stuff. They just make stuff up, and that's great for the show, right? But it's not, like, realistic science. Like, the one thing that I always joke about is artificial gravity. It's like, oh, where they're walking around their ships, right? Well, if your ship had... Yeah, I was talking about The Expanse. Yeah, I was saying how they have, like, explanations for stuff in the sci-fi genre. Like, instead of having artificial gravity, they have magnetic boots. And, yeah, so I'm talking about The Expanse. So, yeah, I thought that was really interesting what they did. But one thing that show kind of suffered from was not being able to... Yeah, it is closer to Mass Effect than, say, Star Trek is. Absolutely. And that's what I enjoy about it, because, like when they're in a dogfight, right? They have to strap themselves into the seats, and they have to pump that stuff into their bodies in order to handle the high G turns. Like, that was really interesting, because, you know, like... What is gravity, right? It's mass. It's attraction plus it's mass. Whatever. I'm not really that smart when it comes to that. But, like, you know, it's, it exists, but we don't understand it. Gravity, that is. Because you'd think, like, well, how does the sun attract something that's far away, but it doesn't come closer to it? Like Pluto, right? Pluto's orbit is pretty much circular, and it's a small planet, so why doesn't it just get sucked into the sun, right? Like, nobody knows. And the more that we discover, the less we kind of understand. And that's why people like Terrence Howard, like, he had this idea for a simulated reality where he wanted to have monitors as windows, and those windows would play an image. So say you could be in your apartment building, you have your window, and in that window there's a simulation of another world, and your room would have stuff to make you believe that you're in this other world. It's like virtual reality. So he tried to build something like a holodeck. And people think he's crazy because he comes up with all these ideas about stuff, but he's just a really smart dude. But he doesn't know how to make it a reality. But yeah, like, if they were to make a Mass Effect TV show, they would really have to dig into that sense of disbelief where, like in Mass Effect, right? They have artificial gravity, right? They send a charge to the element 0 and it creates gravity, right? So they have something to kind of explain it, whereas a lot of things don't, right? Like, Star Trek has never explained artificial gravity, as far as I know. I'm going to look that up real quick. If Star Trek ever talked about artificial gravity. Gravity plating in the starship's deck. Okay. Makes sense. Like, I saw a show where their uniforms had an electric charge and it grounded you to the deck, which is cool. Yeah.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Oh yeah, bestest waifu Liara.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to...
She is a compelling
Are we
character.
finished here, Commander?
Like, I loved her arc, how she becomes the Shadow Broker. Like, that's really cool, because she starts off super innocent, right? And then by the end of the third game, she's the Shadow Broker, which is really cool. Because, like, no one else really rises to the same standing as her. And the Asari are an interesting race where, what is it called? Parthogenesis, like being able to reproduce without sexual intercourse. Yeah, she's great at it. So, yeah, like really interesting that they did that. Like, could you imagine if something like that existed where it could reproduce with any kind of organism? Like, that would be fascinating. But, yeah. A pureblood. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, half-bloods and purebloods. Yes, that is true. Yeah, so, like... Yeah, because her mom is a big baddie, right? The matriarch. Yeah. Forgot about that. Holy cow. That is interesting.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
The mission must take priority. Okay, we have a couple more systems in this area to check out. Okay, I'm just gonna really quickly go grab something, and we'll continue the journey. Alright, Nepal, it was good to meet you. Yeah, I'll have to check out your stream when you're on later. So, yeah, are you going to be playing Mass Effect tonight? Yeah, if you're on later, I'll definitely check out your stream and see where you're at with this. But yeah, thanks for chatting with me. I appreciate that, and thanks for subscribing and liking. Okay, so we have two more systems here, Athens and Macedon. So let's check them out.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okay. Free oxygen, oh yeah. You'd think that you could never have enough oxygen, but you can have too much oxygen apparently. Oh, is there nothing there? Weird. Okay. There's nothing there. Seriously. Maybe come back for something later. Okay, we do have a landable planet. not this one. Okay, Sharjila has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Comm buoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Sharjila has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavy populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Alright, let's check it out. Oh wow, look at this one. There you go. You just gotta look for the hole and go for it. Go for the hole. I always appreciated driving around on these maps. Like, it's just satisfying to do. Like, if you can get yourself over a cliff or whatever, it's pretty fun. Looks like we got enemies on the scope. So what do we got here? Pirates? Okay, pirates are down. How much money do we have? Oh, this is a straight up upgrade. Number 4? That's actually really good. Okay, anti-personnel rounds 2. Heat. More damage. Slower rate of fire. Okay, we want more heat absorption. Let's get the heat sink in there. Alright, let's go. Let's get some pirates. Oh, he's got their immunity on. Okay, we got you. Okay, we got him. There's something up there. They're bugged. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we got it. Hard decryption, let's save. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, did it. Alright. 4,000 credits, very nice. Oh, download evidence. Yep. Okay. Oh, I was wondering what that sound was coming from. Oh, there's some minerals over there. Let's go down here just in case. Yeah, looks like we have everything here. Oh, no, we found something. There we go. Level up. Alright. Okay. I have 2 level ups. Let's max out assault rifles and combat armor. He's got a bunch of points to put up. Lowers the recharge time. Oh, I should put it into this. Okay, good. Okay, so we're done that. I don't think I've been to Armstrong yet. Talking Ada. Okay, been there. Okay, did we do Voyager yet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done this.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Okay. So we got a lot to do. Yeah, let's go to this one first, Vamshi. Okay, so this is where we're gonna land, Magi. Okay, Magi orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A43, which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class M53, over 220 times the size of Sol. Magi has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant winds stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use Magi for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Interesting. Alright, let's go. Medal of Exploration 3, achievements earned. Okay. More minerals? Nice. We must mine more minerals. Old skull. Must have been brought here from an unknown world. Huh. Ancient debris. Okay, on to Hong. Okay, Caspin, where we land. Caspian is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. 99 degrees Celsius? Oh yeah, sounds like a lovely planet. We got a bunch of stuff here. Oh man, we're gonna have a hard time climbing over those mountains. Made it. Holy cow. Oh, we're upside down. Okay, be right back. Whoop, wrong button. Yeah, I know what we can do. I'll return to the Normandy and then I'll land on the planet again. That'll fix our vehicle without using up our Omni Gel. Says we're still smoking. Oh, we're still damaged, but not as bad as we were. minerals over there. Should be getting close to that Geth base. Okay, here we are. Gotta pull back.
Outposts done. We're halfway there.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our failsafes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
And one thing about that mission is you get your prestige class, or whatever you want to call it. Pretty sure. Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Let's check it out. Another Thresher Maw. Be dead. Be dead. Holy crap. Gonna have to use that Omni Gel. It doesn't even repair the whole thing, just does like a percentage of it. Geth have been mangled by the Thresher Maw. Prothean Ruin. Check it out.
Why is it jammed?
Outpost left.
We did it. Okay, let's go down here just to see if there's anything else on the planet. Oh, got some minerals. Okay, we should have one more outpost left. Gagarin. Ray Ingri. Okay, Ray Ingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid dubbed Vats by the initial Solarian surveyor team entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Ray Ingri. It is nearing the end of the slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Ray Ingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to observe the spectacle. Yeah, looks like we go this way and then that way. Made it. Assault rifle, Thunder 5. Oh, wow, that's really good. Nice. It's one of these. Single shot rifle, which is pretty cool. Gladiator 3 armor. It is basically better.
expected one of these outposts to be the main base of operations for this incursion.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and take them out.
Yeah, it's another system down. And then, like they said, we should have unlocked the last one in this area. Here, Grissom. I'll be right back. Yeah. It's getting colder, holy cow. Okay, there you go. Okay, we can land on the moon. Fulcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notumban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notumban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded message from the surface of Solcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. Okay, let's check it out. Probably the Geth. Okay. Doesn't say what that is. Let's go here first. Actually took damage from that. Yeah, we made it. Let's get adrenaline burst. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, mournful of a capella of worlds and innocence lost. The recording song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. Okay, we did it. Discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. Oh, this door doesn't open. Got a ton of mission assignments now. Talk to Tali about the Geth data. Where does she usually hang out? Oh, yeah, she's in the engine room.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead. Make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Level up. Should I just get more health? Go for this. the requisition officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh, I'm at 140,000 credits already? Holy cow. If I could get one of these, that would be really good. That would probably be really good on the rifle that I'm on. I have. Cooldown reduction. Oh, mobile accuracy. It's kinetic buffer. That's mine. And so that's suit, and then for the weapon, rail extension. Shield bypass. Try incendiary rounds. Okay, and I'm gonna end this stream here. Alright, it's been fun. I'll be back again next Monday for the next episode of Mass Effect, or some other time, like some evening or on the weekend or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, Nepal V, it's nice to meet you. I'll be sure to check out one of your streams when you're doing that, see where you're at. It was good to talk to you today. Alright, so let's wrap things up here. Alright, everyone, thanks for watching.